Hi and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Luisa, and on this channel we are talking everything about moving to Portugal, buying property in Portugal, and in especially Algarve, because that is the area where we bought an apartment and we have more knowledge about. This video is about buying property in Porto. And why I chose Porto to do a video? Because Porto is a very sought out location for a lot of people who are coming to stay in Portugal, especially for the younger ones who are still looking to get a job in Portugal and they are relocating themselves in big cities like Lisbon and Porto. Before we dive in, I want to say that I'm not a realtor. I'm doing these videos because I like looking at properties. I did this long before I bought a property in Portugal. I did this long before I bought a property in my country, Romania, so it's like a passion. By all means, I'm not an expert, but if you are looking to buy a property in Portugal, I can recommend you one or two realtors that I worked with, and also I can help you with getting a NIF. If you don't know what a NIF is, it's the Portuguese tax number. I can help you get this online, and also a bank account, a Portuguese bank account online without you ever set foot in Portugal. About the NIF and the bank account, check the description below because all the data will be there. Now about Porto. Porto, it's a very sought out location. It's well known for its bridges and of course for the port wine. It's a world site heritage, and even if the prices of the real estate have exploded in the last years, it's still considered by the general population like a good place to buy property and to live. It's still very affordable and cheap, both for the Europeans and especially for the one coming from US or maybe other continents. In terms of general feeling, Porto, being a world site heritage, has this medieval feeling because it has medieval walls that you can visit, it has churches, it has castles. There are a lot of things that you can do in Porto, whether you are a family with children, you're looking to retire, or regardless of age. Porto, it's a very nice place to visit and to live. It's true that it's a little bit touristy and it's a little bit overcrowded because it's a big city, but if you are looking for a city, this is what you will get regardless of what city are you choosing. I tried to do this video about properties under 100,000 euros, but I didn't manage to do that because everything in Porto is very expensive. It's not compared to Lisbon, but it's still very expensive, and this is why I chose to show you properties between 70,000 euros and 120,000 euros, because this is the least amount of money that you have to have in order to buy something decent, and it's decent in my opinion. But I'm waiting your comments in the comment section to tell me if what I'm going to show you, it looks to you cheap or expensive or even decent, because for me, I was under the impression when I did this research for this video that I was doing this in London. You know, London is very expensive. The apartments are very crowded and small and have different quirks and also a lot of steep stairs. This is kind of the properties that you are going to expect in this price range in Porto. Of course, if you go around Porto, you will get much more for your money, and I will do a separate video on that, but this video is about what you can get in Porto in this price range. A few general advices. If you didn't see my other videos, I have a little introduction of this sort in each and every video about properties, buying properties in Portugal. So the general advices for today are the general advices that everyone should take into consideration when they are buying property, not only in Portugal in general, but especially in Portugal. And here we go. Get a lawyer. It's important to have a lawyer. If you are not Portuguese, if you are not accompanied by friends that are Portuguese, if you don't have Portuguese advice, whether they are family or relative, you need a lawyer in Portugal, especially when you are buying in a low budget, because there are all sorts of problems with the documentation. And you need to have a lawyer who speaks English, or at least speaks your language. I say English because the most of you that you are watching my channel are from US or UK, so this is why I'm telling you English. But if you are from Germany, you need someone to speak your language, because you need to communicate very clear your questions and your desires, and you have to be sure that this lawyer understands it. And this lawyer has to explain to you the differences between the Portuguese law and the law in your country, because you assume certain things are in a way, but Portuguese law can overthrow your law because the property is in Portugal. For example, when we are referring to wills, when you are thinking who will inherit your property in Portugal, you of course thinking of your law in your country, but the law in Portugal is quite different and you will have some surprises. So it's very important to have a lawyer to explain all of that, and maybe with the purchase agreement, maybe you should make also a will by the Portuguese law. The second piece of advice that I can give you from my own experience, of course, everything that I am talking here is from my own experience, is to check the papers yourself. This means that you have to actually read the documentation yourself, and this is why you need a lawyer who can translate in your language the actual document, and maybe it would be a good idea to have a document bilingual, so both in Portuguese and in your language. What we didn't do that. We knew a little bit of Portuguese because it's very similar to our language, Romanian, but what we did, we took the text from Portuguese and we translate it with a special program. You can try Google Translate, but Google translates only small portions. So if you have another program, you can look an online program and translate the actual document in your language and read it. And then question your lawyer about the things that you are not sure about. This is very important because at the end of the day, you are the one who pays, you are the one who assumes all the risks, and it's important that you are 100% sure that you understood the document. Another thing that I'm recommending you, and I wish I did that, is to get to know the owners of the property that you are buying. I wish we had done that. We didn't do that for several reasons. Well, we bought in a resort, we bought from foreign people. I mean, we didn't buy from Portuguese people. Our situation was a particular one, but if you are buying from a Portuguese or a local, the Portuguese people put very much importance on get to know the person that is buying their house. Portuguese people are very attached to the properties and they want to make sure that the house is in good hands. And getting to know the owners may help you in the negotiation, because sometimes for them it's more important that the house goes to someone who they like and trust, rather than another person. So if somebody is competing with you, there's for example you and another couple or another person who wants to buy the property, if the owner likes you, they are going to, and they are Portuguese of course, they are going to sell the property to you. It's another benefit that you meet the owner, because you get to ask questions about the history of the building, about the neighbors, about everything and everything that the realtor maybe doesn't know or doesn't want to tell you. In knowing the history behind the place you want to buy, maybe it's something that you don't like, and you wouldn't find out about this if you didn't implicate yourself in the process a little bit. I know this is not the way of the US or the UK people, but it really helps to change a little bit the mindset and to understand that when in Portugal you have to do what the Portuguese people do if you want to have the upper hand. And the last piece of advice that I can give you is to get a buyer's agent. A buyer's agent is something entirely different from a realtor. A realtor is a person that sells to you the houses that they have in the portfolio. So they have a bunch of houses and they are selling to you those houses. If you don't like something what they have on sale, this is it. You have to find another realtor and another realtor. But a buyer's agent is a person who looks a property specifically for you. I'm going to do a different video on what it is a buyer's agent, why I wish I had a buyer's agent, and how you are not paying anything extra just because you have this service. So you pay a realtor and the buyer's agent exactly in the same way. Practically you don't pay them. The vendor pays, the person who sells the property pays both of the agents, so there is no disadvantage in having a buyer's agent. My last piece of advice would be to definitely get a buyer's agent, because you have everything to gain, nothing to lose, and you will definitely have a better experience, especially if you are looking certain type of property, whether it's a very low quality and very cheap property. On the other hand, you are looking a very expensive property with certain quirks and particulars, then a buyer's agent would be a more appropriate choice for you than just a real estate agent. Now I'm going to let you watch the selection I did for you today for the properties in Porto, and we will talk some more after that.
So it's been a while since I've done this. I want to start by showing you the areas of Porto. Why I'm doing this? Because I never been to Porto. I don't know the city. So for me, it was a good thing to just take a look before I get into the apartments of the areas where you can buy properties in Porto, or better said, how Porto is defined and what are the zones. So you see here the zones, and you are going to recognize them when we are going to look at the apartments. I don't know if this helps, but for me it was a good help to see Porto divided like this, so I have a better understanding. So now let's go to our first apartment. Like I said, I have property between 70,000 euros and 120,000 euros. So yeah, this is the budget for today. The first apartment I chose, it's a T2 and it's 70,000 euros. I chose this because it's a T2, and in this price and with these square meters, well, I thought it's a good choice. I don't really like the layout or the way it's remodeled, but I thought, given the circumstances, it's a good property to show you because of the square meters and the fact that it has 2 rooms. A lot of you told me that you prefer to use English version, so not me translating from Portuguese. I thought it was a good opportunity for you to see the words in Portuguese, but I think not a lot of you are interested in that, so we are going to change to English this time. And we are seeing here that this is a renovated 2-bedroom apartment. It has a bathroom. It's constructed in 2000, so it's fairly new. This appears to be the kitchen, fairly big, not very remodeled. I would say that this apartment is in need of remodeling, but in the same time you can live in it. This here, it's a storage place, so you can store here, I don't know, for pantry or other use. I would tear up this and just enlarge the kitchen, but I think it's a matter of preference. It's good that it has a window, and maybe this why it would be a good idea to just tear up this wall and enlarge the kitchen. The rooms are big. It's kind of enclosed apartment. It's not an open space, but it's big. It has good windows. It's a medium range apartment, good apartment if you want to live in Porto. What I would be mindful of is that the 2 rooms, the 2 bedrooms here share a wall, and this means noise. For example, if you have kids, or maybe if the partner snores or something like that, it wouldn't be a good idea to have the 2 bedrooms sharing the same wall. This is one room. This is not hardwood floor. I think it's more like something that imitates, something from plastic that imitates the hardwood floors. The bathroom. Here I would tear this up and make a nice shower, and this would also enlarge the bathroom if you want to do that. Also, I would remove the bidet. I would, if you really want to have a bidet, I would have this with the bidet included. This is my personal preference if someone actually wants to have a bidet in the bathroom. And this is the view. Like you see, it's not really in Porto, so it's kind of outside, a little bit outside the city. And I guess this is why you also have this price. And I forgot to tell you that also has garage included, because of course if you stay a little bit outside the town, you need a car, or it would be good to have a car. And I guess this is the building and the buildings around, and this is where the apartment is. So yes, it's not really in the city, and this explains the price. Let's have a look at the map. So this is where the apartment is, and this is where Porto is. So yes, in the Campania area that we saw previously, a little bit outside the city. You have a park here, so I think the area, it's nice. I don't know, you have to go and see. I have never been to Porto. I'm doing this only standing at the computer, so I wouldn't know to tell you about the area, but if you want to research, it's in this area, Campania. Again, I chose this apartment because of the price and the square meters, but the fact that it's a little bit outside the city. Of course, if you go a little bit outside the city, you get value for your money. The second apartment, it's a T1, 85,000 euros, and here, because we are in the city, or a little bit in the city, only 50 square meters and one bedroom. Let's see what the description says. It's located next to Cavaligno. It's a fully renovated apartment. We will see what this means. It's good that it's renovated. Less than 10 minutes access to the university. Maybe someone who studies or has business in this area, this would be a good choice. It says that it's near Alca Agua Garden, which I understand it's a very beautiful place to visit. It has an equipped kitchen, living room, balcony. This is good. And in the bedroom, in addition to access the balcony, there is also a wardrobe. We will see. Energetic certificate says E, not really the best. Let's see the map. It's in this area, Jardim Arca de Agua. And let's see where we are. This is the area. This is the area, so it's in Porto, but more in this area, Bairro Silva Braga, so not really in the center. Here is the university that they are talking about. So this area, oh no, this is the university they are talking about, and this is a metro station here. I don't know how far this is. And let's see the apartment. I guess this is the bedroom. It is renovated, it looks good. Hardwood floors. I like the balcony, I like the windows that are big. The balcony, you can put here a table. Yes, it's very big to put here a table. Maybe something for the shades in the summer and also to make it more beautiful. I like the kitchen. It's kind of an open, semi-open space, similar to what I have, but of course more remodeled. So you have here this hatch. Here you have a door, or you don't have anymore the door. This you can pass through. You can see inside the kitchen. I like the kitchen. It is small, but it seems to have everything that you need. I don't really like big kitchen. I like kitchen, open space kitchen with an island, but not really big, because you don't really need the big kitchen today. You have takeout, you go out to eat, so I prefer a good remodeled, useful kitchen than a big one. So yes, you have this hatch here, similar to what I have in my apartment in Portugal. The bathroom is small. I can say that it's small, and the tiles don't help the situation. I would choose something more off-white, I don't know, not something with a model, because this makes the bathroom looks even smaller, and this here makes the bathroom seems even smaller. And also the bathtub, I would put here a shower. I like the wood. They thought to remodel and put wood in the bathroom, which I like the idea, but not very good executed. I would have chosen a piece of furniture that is smaller. I guess this is the bathroom, and the other room here, this was the living room. Okay, so this is the living room with this kitchen, and this is actually the place where you sleep. This is kind of a small place. You wouldn't have here the room to put a bed. Yeah, fairly small apartment, but because you are in Porto, this is what you get. This is more like a children's bedroom, but it has access to the balcony, which is nice. I see here you have a parking lot, which can be useful. I guess this is the building and this is the parking lot. Yeah, small apartment, 85,000 euros in Porto. This is what your money can buy. I tried to choose the very best and nicest apartments that I found at the moment of filming this video in this price range, and this is what you get. The next apartment for 89,000 euros. This is not even a T1, it's a studio, meaning that has only one room. This is what you see here. It says here that it's fully equipped and fully furnished. You can use it immediately. Has large windows, a lot of light, has air conditioning and appliances, and says it's in a very good area. It's in the university zone where you have the most colleges, so would be appropriate for someone who wants to study. It has a security entrance gate and a garden, 50 meters from public transport, which is very good, and 5 minutes from the metro station, which is wonderful. It only has 40 square meters, which is very, very little. So let's see. The owner thought to separate the areas, which is ingenious with this IKEA furniture. This is the bed, which is fairly big. So this is the bed area. Here you have the living room area, and this is where you have the kitchen. He did what he could with the space. Here you have the air conditioning. I see here that you have a central heating. Yes, the windows are big and you have a lot of light, which is important in Portugal. But overall, only one room. The kitchen is extremely small. I think you have only this to cook, this microwave. And this is the bathroom. Oh my god, this is very, very small. And here you have a boiler, which is typical for Portugal. So yeah, I think, and this is the building. I guess this would be appropriate for a student. If you want to buy something and not rent in Portugal, in Porto, where you are studying, I guess this would be an appropriate choice for a student. Moving on, 95,000 euros, also 40 square meters, also a studio. Let's see the map. So this is the area, and let's see, here is the area. So it's not center, but well located in my opinion. It says that it's an excellent investment opportunity. Well, I don't know what to say. It's a studio fully equipped and furnished, located to Avenida da Boa Vista. So it says that it's an excellent investment opportunity because it's good location, and it says here that it has a washing machine, coffee machine, microwave, fridge, so it is furnished and well equipped. It's an open space and great finishes. Let's see those great finishes. Yes, it has great finishes. At least they are greater, they are a little bit nicer than the previous apartment. I like that it's more of an open space, and I like more this setup. It's more clean, and it doesn't have a bed. It has this sofa, but you can sleep on it, and I would personally, if I would have a T1, go more for this type of approach because it's more clean and nice, rather than the other one who had all the spaces. I mean, it had the bed, it has the sofa, but it's more like crowded and it's not really my cup of tea. I like more this kitchen. It's more big and it's more well equipped. It has a stove, it's have a microwave which is enclosed in the cabinet. It's very nice, it's stainless steel. The windows are not that big, but it's still, the light is sufficient, so it's okay. Yeah, I like this apartment more than the other one. Oh, I like the bathroom. I really like this bathroom. It's bigger. Oh my god, and it has this rack here. You can put towels on it, or you can heat the bathroom during the winter. It's such an important thing to have this in Portugal. It's life-saving, and I really like how this bathroom is remodeled. And also this was what they are talking about. They have this closet here. It's in the bathroom. It's a little weird, but it's a good space. Oh no, it's not in the bathroom. It's on the hallway next to the bathroom. So this comes in handy, and I like what they did with the doors. Yeah, so you have here the entrance, and I think this is the bathroom. So yeah, overall I like this apartment more for a student's apartment, and it's also well located. And it's also well located. These ones, I don't think we took a look at the map. It's in this area with all the universities, so this area. And the apartment that was nicer was in this area here, Boa Vista. So yeah, this is a very good area, a much nicer area. This is more of a university areas. So here you go, the comparison between the two. Moving on, 95,000 euros, a T1, because it's only 5,000 euros plus from the studio, but it has a T1 and 73 square meters. I think this is a good price, but again, you have to compromise on the area. You are in this area here on this street. You have this park here, so good area to walk in. You have here public transport, but is this area here, Pasteleira. So we were here, Boa Vista, and now we are here more close to the ocean. Ground floor, near the mouth of Douro River, fitted kitchen, barbecue, space to make a garden. Interesting, sounds very interesting. D certificate, not the best, doesn't have elevator, but it doesn't really matter because you are on the ground floor. So this is the living room, fairly big. I love this space here, the windows. I actually really like the windows, how they are. I really like the windows like they are right now. I don't know if I would change it. I don't like the color of the frame of the windows, but I like what they did here. The kitchen is small, again with this hatch. I said it in my previous videos that yes, this is a thing in Portugal with this hatch, so they want to have an open kitchen, but not really. They want to see in the living room, but they also cook in the house, so I guess they come with this compromise. I don't really know why the Portuguese people have this hatch in their home. I guess because they cook a lot, but they also want to see the family. I don't know. So it's a closed kitchen with the door and the hatch. Not the best tiles, but you can use the kitchen as it is. Yes, I would definitely remodel this apartment if I had also a little bit of spare money after I would buy it. Everything that you see, where is the living room we saw, where is the bedroom? I guess this is the bedroom and this is all that you see. Not very nice, not to put all the pictures. But I hope you get to make an impression. And I would actually want to see this barbecue space to make garden vegetable. I guess this is the space they are referring to, and they tell us here that you have cedar hedge. I guess they are referring of these trees. Yes, this looks like a fairly large big terrace, and because you are the ground floor you get this included, which is very important in Portugal to have an outdoor space. I don't see much the point to live in Portugal if you don't have an outdoor space. So I guess this apartment, the best selling point of this apartment is this terrace where you can have a garden, yes, or a nice terrace with a big table and chairs, and you can kind of live outside. They didn't think to put the pictures of the biggest selling point as I see it of this apartment. And I would actually put here a table and show to the people what is the potential of this apartment, but I guess they didn't bother. Well, yes, I like this apartment because of the windows and the outside area. Moving on. Also 95,000 euros, and this you get to see what I was talking about the quirks of Portuguese apartments in Porto. You have these steep stairs here. Not my cup of tea, but I chose this because it's remodeled and I wanted to see a very nice remodeled new apartment in this price range. 95,000 euros is a T1 and a fairly small one, 45 square meters. It says here it's a duplex house. Oh yes, I remember now. I chose this because it's a house and not an apartment. It's under reconstruction, it's an open space. Of course, if it's under reconstruction, that everything is new. It has air conditioning, aluminum windows with thermal black, Velux windows. Velux windows good, aluminum windows I don't know about this. It's a privileged location next to metro station Heroismo. This is very important to be near metro station. 5 minutes walk to Baixa de Porto, Campania. It says here that the photos are merely illustrative, meaning this is how the apartment will look after the remodel. I don't really like to shop around for apartments on what it could be. I like to actually see the finished product, but there are people who don't mind to go for this type, who it's not ready yet and you actually are looking of a rendered house, rendered home, something that doesn't exist but it will in the future. I don't like that. I don't like taking chances. This is the house. And I guess this is the entrance. This window here is this window here. So yeah, you have this space here with the kitchen. I guess this would be your living room. Fairly small, but they did what they could. I like that they invested in a good appliances and they invested in a good furniture, because to tell you the truth and honest, if you don't invest and make this house to look splendid and wonderful, you wouldn't sell this house because nobody would want to buy such a small and quick place. only if in this price range you would give them a very good quality, and maybe for a student or a young family, not really family but young couple, it is enough. And maybe if you buy this as a young couple and then you move on to something bigger, you can use this as investment and rent it. I don't know, just an idea. Maybe this is what I would do. The stairs are quirky but good quality. I love here how they did this from a glass, so they maintain as much as possible the feeling of open space. Stainless steel appliances, very good furniture. Yeah, and here you have this open living room. I don't really like it, but again, for the young people, it can be appropriate because they don't mind the noise. This is a big space here, but I really don't like that this is not enclosed. For me, at my age, I need privacy and quiet, but it's very nicely done, and it's very good that they put this here, this velux, because it's important to have how to air the room and also the light. I would have made it a bigger velux, but I know they are very expensive. Also, you have here the closet. Oh, and you have here the boiler. This makes noise. I don't like it. I have a thing with noise. I guess you know by now. And this is a bathroom. Splendid, wonderful bathroom, very nice remodeling, shower like I like it, very nice floors, luxury bathroom. I like this. So yeah, this is, I guess, the back of the house. Nice tiles here. This appeals to me because it's very remodeled and in good taste, or it would be remodeled and in a good taste when it's going to be done, but I don't know about the area. So this is the area here. Well, it looks like a good area actually. Very close to the metro. Something to think about, maybe for an investment. I don't know. Moving on. 5,000 euros. Very small place. A T0. At the fourth piso and without the elevator. Why do I chose to show you this? Because it's a very small, expensive for what it is, apartment without elevator, but the area is very nice, and the apartment as it is, these 43 square meters, they are very nice. It says that it's excellent T0, fully renovated equipped with all the appliances and decorated with all the furniture. Very bright, it has a balcony, and it's 50 meters from Rotonda da Boa Vista, which is a prime location in Porto, and 100 meters from Casa da Musica metro station. Of course, being in the city center, has services, commerce, bars, restaurants. Fourth piso without elevator. This is a tough one. Let's see the picture so you understand why I chose to show you this. If you don't need a big space but you want something remodeled, this is, I don't know, maybe an option. Or maybe if you want to buy something to invest in and just rent it out. I don't know what to comment here because every piece of thing, it's very good. So I like the windows, I like the air conditioning, it's brand new, I like the furniture, I like the balcony. It's not very big, but you can put here a table and a chair. I like how they did this area here for an office space. I would use that. I need an office space, and maybe if you are a student you need this office space. Also, I like the tiles, although you know by now that I don't like tile floors. I like wooden floors, but I like these, how they look. Nice kitchen, although a little bit odd, but I like it. The only thing that I don't like here is the table, but I understand the necessity of having a table and mimic like a living room. I like how they put mirrors in the apartment to enlarge the space. I don't like the tiles here on this kitchen. I would put something white or off-white, but other than that, and I wouldn't choose this type of blue, maybe something more dark or other color, but all in all, yeah. All in all, good apartment. I like how they use every little bit of space for storage. This is the bathroom, very small bathroom, but interesting, very minimalist. I like that. And here is the balcony. You have room here for a table. You could make it a slightly taller table and you could actually work here. Very nice view. Yes, so here I would put a taller table and here a chair, so I can work there. This is the street, I guess. And this is the view from the balcony. This is what you can get at this price. A very good location, but very small apartment without elevator, people. This is a hard one because think of your life quality when you are going to carry up the stairs all that groceries. Moving on. And yes, here this was the last apartment under 100,000 euros. Here we have an apartment at 110,000 euros. It's a T1. I don't really know how they managed to squeeze a T1 in 42 square meters, but I chose this apartment because of the architecture of the building. So I don't know if this apartment is worth this money. Maybe it's worth for someone like me who appreciates a good architecture, something that looks like from the 30s, from the interbellic period. I love this. It's a building with 11 apartments, so it's a very small building. You have only 11 neighbors, so it's kind of a luxury building. You can have more privacy here. I like that. Not everybody is going to look for this kind of a vibe where you get along with your neighbors and everyone tries to make I don't know, a space of living, of luxury and quietness, or maybe it's everything is in my head, I don't know. It says that it's designed for investors in a location close to Praça Topoveiros, overlooking the garden of St. Lazarus. Sounds exquisite. Again, I don't know anything about this area, but sounds more bougie, if I can express myself like that. So here they have a bunch of apartments that they are selling. So they are selling 11 apartments and this is just one of them. Let's see the area. So this is kind of the area. They chose not to put the exact location. So this is the area here. This is Porto. This is the area. This is the ocean. This is the river. So I like these columns. I like these windows, the way that they are open in this living room. You have the feeling that this is a dance ballroom. So you have that luxury feeling. I guess this is the area. You have this jardin here. You can walk every day. Also, you have this nice area where you can have a coffee each day, the park. And this is again the building, how they renovate the building. You see what I'm talking about. The building has these nice features, architectural features. So if you are that kind of person that wants to live a little bit in the past, a little bit of luxury and feels like they are born in the wrong era like me and they would prefer to live in the 30s, this is a good occasion to make believe. I like also the door of the building, the stairs. They chose to preserve the wooden stairs, very nice. again this architectural piece. I don't know if this is a balcony. This is an outside area. I don't know if this is common area. It looks like common area. Very nice. Yes, so this would be kind of the, I don't know, I'm not sure. I don't know if this is your area or this is the common area. If this is your area, it's kind of extraordinary to have that. But again, even if this is a common area and you can walk here, and also your neighbor who sits here can walk here, it's also kind of nice to have in the middle of the city. So finally, the apartment. As we expected, very small kitchen. I don't really like these tiles here. I mean, I would have expected something else, but I kind of understand where they are going with this. In the 30s, you would have this type of ornament in the house, like surrealist tiles. Also, I like they put wooden floors, but I don't like the color. The bathroom I like. I don't like that this is an open shower, because you get the water all over the bathroom, and then you have to wipe the floors, or all the water gets in the actual apartment, and I don't like this. So I would put here something to help the water stay in the shower. But overall, I like the bathroom. And again, this is how the windows look. Really, really, really nice. I think this is kind of a common area. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but it looks good. Oh, I guess this is something they kept, this column, and they refurbish it, renovated. So this would be, I think, the living room. Yeah, so this is the kitchen, open kitchen. This is the living room. Kind of a quirky layout here, but I kind of understand it. So yes, this is the living room, and here I don't understand if this is the bedroom or the bathroom, but this is the bedroom. No, these are the pictures from several apartments. Yeah, several apartments in that building, and this is what it is, several apartments in that building, and you don't really know which is which, because this kind of looks like it's in the first floor. Yes, you see the column, and you are up, you are not at the ground floor anymore. But from the pictures you can kind of make an idea of what I'm going with this building. So yeah, what can I say? You need a very particular person to like this and to be willing to spend that kind of money on 42 square meters. Maybe they have bigger apartments, but it's going to be even more expensive. But I really wanted to show you that it is possible to have this kind of accommodation in Porto. Moving on. Also 130 square meters, 110,000 euros. I chose this because it's the opposite of the other apartment at the same price. It has 90 square meters. It has a T1, and the area is Parque Oriental. This is Parque Oriental, and this is here Campania, and this is Porto. So yeah, not really in the center, but in this area Campania, where I observed from my research that you get more for your money. So I chose this apartment because it's this price. In this price you get 90 square meters, which is big. And says here, townhouse T1+1, located next to Parque Oriental in the city of Porto. So they say it's in the city of Porto. In this area, a lot more for your money. Remember this word, townhouse. Excellent, fully renovated house, two-front house, located near the cum va lăsa-o, it's a circle, located near Parque Oriental, highways, not very good location to be near highways, but some people don't, they are not bothered by the sound of the highways, and consisting in ground floor and floor. So it has 2 floors, I understand, ground floor and upper floor. It sounds like a really good place to live, and it's fully renovated at this money. Right from the start, the kitchen looks very big, fully renovated, but this window here, I don't know, it's kind of a small window for a house. I mean, if this is a house, why not make this even bigger? But stainless steel appliances, very nice furniture, very nice splash background here, tiles, hardwood floors, white, I like it. You can even put here a table if you are that kind of person who likes to eat at a table in the kitchen. Really, really nice kitchen. Yeah, so open space kitchen, you put a table here, and maybe here you have the living room. Very excellent, nice stairs. So yes, this is kind of your living room here. Maybe you can put here a sofa. Oh no, sofa goes here on the wall, and here goes the TV. I think that this is what they are going with this. What I don't like is kind of the windows in this house. They are very, very small. It must be a reason why, because otherwise why not make it bigger? And this is the quirk of this house. So you have a ground floor, which is that, and you have an upper floor, but this upper floor is kind of constructed. So you have this quirk here with the stairs. You remember the stairs? I think this is the bathroom here under the stairs, and these are the stairs to the upper floor. This is the upper floor. This is the bedroom. I like the bedroom. You can fit here a good size bed. I like that the closet is enclosed, so it doesn't really take up more space. Again, the window very small. I don't know what to say. I mean, you need light in the bedroom. I don't know what to say about this. I mean, you would think that the windows are not important and the light is not important, but it really is. Not to feel like in a prison, you know? Especially when the ceiling is this low. The bathroom that is under the stairs, small bathroom, very small bathroom. This is the shower, but we don't make much of it because why not put pictures to understand more about this house? I guess it's a technique really to come and see the house, to pique your interest. They did what they could, I guess, and also you don't have here a picture of the actual house, how the house looks from the exterior, and this is a concern because, mind me, they made these windows these small for a reason, so I would like to see the architecture of the house from the outside and the area, maybe a little bit. To compare this price at 90 square meters with this apartment at 32 square meters, which is the same price, I don't know, kind of seemed interesting. But now let's move on to this apartment, which I obviously chose because it's a T3 at 112,000 euros. It's a T3, a real T3, who has 92 square meters, so it's not a modern apartment, but I want you to see the potential here. It's full of furniture, but it doesn't have to be. You can keep it minimalist if you want. This is an apartment that you have to see beyond all the clout here. You have to see what you can make of it. Also, this property is leased. Also, so you can buy it and also make a profit if you don't want to move right away or you need the money. It's in the Pinheiro Masso, Bairro da Providencia. We will see the map in a second. It's a second floor, again without an elevator, which can be a problem. Has 2 fronts, meaning great sun exposure, which is very important in Portugal because you want to be in the sun and also you want the house to be warmed by the sun. This will help you with the dampness in the house, meaning the house gets wet and you need the sun to help you with it. Otherwise, you are going to pay a fortune in dehumidifiers that are going to work non-stop. So the sun is a big help here. Excellent opportunity for investment or your own housing. It consists here, we will see that in the pictures. It says that the building has no parking space but has parking space at the door. Very close to shops, 3 minutes from Avenida Boa Vista and Parco da Cidade. So I understand that this is very well located, very good location. And it's leased for 350 euros. So I guess this is a good profit to make if you are interested in that. Let's see the map. So very good location. This is the location. Let's see this. Oh, sorry about that. This is the location. Just look at this space and look at these doors. I like that they are from wooden made, and I like the pattern of the doors. I really like this space. It has great potential. And this is the kitchen, also very nice kitchen, very nice potential here, very crowded and looks like untidy, but I like the furniture. I don't like the counter space, the actual counter. I would prefer it to be white, but I like the front of the furniture, at least here. Here they put something else, so this doesn't match that, but yeah. This here, it's nice. This is kind of IKEA made. I don't like it. Yeah, so this kitchen, it would have to be remodeled, but it has great potential. It's a very big kitchen. I don't know if I would keep this. I would just enlarge the space into the balcony and make it a living space also here. Here I would put a table. If you smoke, would be a great place to smoke because you have the windows here. So yeah, depending on your lifestyle. The bedroom, one of them, I guess. Fairly large space. You have a window here. Not big, but not small. I like the fact that the closet, it's enclosed in the wall. I like this type of thing. This is also a Portuguese thing. I'm growing into this. I like this. The second bedroom, it's smaller, but I like the fact that you can put here a small table, like an office. I don't like what they did with it, but it has potential. This is the third bedroom. I like the furniture. Look at these details here. Also, I like the mirror. I like this chandelier here. I think this is an older couple who has this apartment because it's kind of my taste. Some of the features are definitely my taste here. This is the bathroom. Crowded. And this is the block. This is the building. Not my kind of building, but I like the apartment and the area. So you have a continente right here. Very handy. Yeah, good space apartment. Good potential for this apartment. Moving on. 112,000 euros. Something newer. Something smaller because it is refurbished. 48 square meters and only a T1. So I guess you have to see what you want. You want more space and more potential, and when you will going to have money to remodel it, or you want something ready-made, smaller, but you will have to pay for the remodeling. And here also we have that quirk with the steep stairs. This looks to me it's a little bit dangerous, maybe late at night, not to have here something to hold on to where you come down. Not my cup of tea. Duplex studio ready to book, ideal for investment, next to Praça da República, 2 minutes from Lapa metro, so good location close to the metro, and also good location next to Praça da República. So here Lapa, here somewhere. And where is this Lapa? Lapa it's here. So yeah, close to Boa Vista, close to the center city of Porto. What can we say about this apartment? Totally remodeled, refurbished. I like the hardened wood floors. I don't know if this is really hard wood floors or this is kind of that wood with plastic on top, but it looks very sleek and nice. The kitchen is very quirky and small. It's kind of a small place. And you go up the stairs and you have this bathroom. I like the tiles. I like this kind of tiles, early 30. I like the bathroom, how it's remodeled. I like that they put the shower in the back, so they made the most of the space. But it's small. So when you come up the stairs, you see you have this space here. Kind of interesting that you have a natural light, and these windows are very big and the style that I like. But this is very small. This is the bedroom where you are supposed to put a bed, and it's kind of an open space. Yeah, no, I don't like it. It's a very quirky space. You will need here, this is more for renting. I mean, you can live in this a day or two. You can make a vacation in this, but you cannot actually live in it. And I don't know, it seemed very expensive for what it offers. But again, this is what I could choose from. The other options that I had in this price range are even more expensive than that, and they don't bring value. So I chose the best of what I could get in this budget. Moving on, 120,000 euros, a T0, 32 square meters. I wanted to show you this for someone who wants an apartment who is renovated and in a very good area. I wanted to show you this for someone who wants a ready to move apartment in a very good area. Kind of, this is the area right smack in the center here of Porto. T0 apartment in the downtown Porto, ready to move in. Its central location is privileged, being inserted in the area that serves by excellent public transport connection and proximity to the points of great interest. So it's good for renting also. Trinidad metro station is 250 meters away. Is on an upper floor facing Rua Gonzalo Cristovo with sun exposure. It's a luxury apartment, let's say it, but because it's a luxury to give that kind of money for this kind of square meters. The area is exquisite. The apartment is very nicely renovated. This is the room that you are getting. Oh no. Let me take that back. This is not an exquisite apartment. I don't like the furniture. So yes, you would think that at this price range you could get something more nicer kitchen, but no. I like the bathroom though. I don't like the tiles. I like the shower. This could be a much nicer apartment if they could just remodel the kitchen, which looks dated. I like that also has this window. It's a fairly large window and the kitchen needs it, but it's dated. So this is kind of what you get. So I guess here you kind of pay for the location, and this is kind of it. Yeah. Right smack on the center, this is the prices of Porto.
So these are the property in Porto. I didn't have much property to choose from. I chose the best that I could get. In my opinion, Porto is very expensive if you want to buy property, and if you are that sort of people who doesn't need to absolutely be in the city, you would do much better if you are buying something around Porto, and I will make a separate video about that, about rural properties around Porto. Until then, please leave it in the comments what you think about Porto, why you want to move to Porto, do you like Porto? I never visited Porto so far, so I hope in the near future I can get to do that, but I want to hear from you, what do you think about this city? Until next time, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!